Bang, bang, bang. The Easter Army on the front fucking line. Nothing but soldiers. There's one of them. There's another. Yeah. Oh, it's finally a cloudy day in LA. His name's on the wall. Seats on seats. Here we go. Oh, he's the piano man. The piano man. Oh, I didn't even have this little thing ready. Look at this. I'm all fucked up here. Scoop. Swoop. There we go. Pull that out. Click. Clack. All kind of noise. Sound effects. And it's not balanced. Pull this up like that. There. There we go. OCD is all over me. All right, hook this guy in and see. Pow. Welcome to the Cloudy and Rowdy podcast. Let me see if I can get this going. Make sure there ain't the whistle of death. All that good shit, you know. Hello. I see it says live now, but it says Marty's. Sounds good. I see it says live now, but it says oh shit. Sound a little loud, don't I? Here, let's crank this baby down. All right. Hell yeah. Here we go. Episode 63, another week in LA, another free day. You know what I'm saying? I forgot to take the fucking speaker down, didn't I? You know, sometimes you forget shit. Let's do that real quick. Ha-ha! A little sneak peek on production there. You know, motherfuckers, sometimes you forget shit. Hello? Anyway. Didn't forget to move the mic when I sipped the coffee that time, did I? Huh? Starting out pretty damn good. Hell yeah, let's move this back. Oh, he's got it, doesn't he? OCD! I don't know if that's even what you call it. I just like shit to be right. You know what I'm saying? Nice and neat. Nice and tight. Hello? Nobody likes loose things. You know? Fuck yeah. It's been a fun week, I guess. You know, I fucking got to work this week. Shouts out to my boy Jimmy Hatt for hooking me up with some production work. You know what I'm saying? I was on set for the new Porsche 2020 911 Turbo 911S. They had a yellow and a midnight blue Porsche out there fucking battling down lanes and shit. You know what I'm saying? They had the fucking little Mercedes-Benz SUV with the boom arm on it. That motherfucker has like 700 horsepower. It's blacked out. It's bad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It drives down the street beside them. And then the Porsche is like, and then they're fucking like filming and shit, you know? It was fun. Hello? All I got to do is sit around and watch, you know, make sure motherfuckers don't come. Sir, could you please stop? Or you'll get ran over by a Porsche going 80. It's your choice, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. They're still going to pay me, you know? But it was cool, man. They took us out to Malibu. We were on the PCH. They were filming through canyons and shit. You know, some of y'all seen it on my Instagram stories, which I wasn't supposed to be doing. They had tape over our cameras. I kept peeling that shit off every time I was alone. You know what I'm saying? I'd peel that shit off. Fuck it. As long as there wasn't a portion of fucking, I didn't ever film their little fucking car, you know? I was just letting y'all see where I was that day. Hello? And what I was getting paid to do, you know? There we go. I'm 1 for 1, okay? I just sipped into the mic on my second try. I'm like LeBron at the free throw line when it comes to sipping on this coffee into the mic, you know? LeBron played in his Lakers' first preseason game or some shit. The stadium was, the arena was sold out. People were excited. They were wearing 23 jerseys. So, you know, I guess that's a thing now. He's here. He's prominent. And, but yeah, the poor shit was fun, man. Very opposite days though, you know. First day, I had to wake up at 4 a.m, fucking, to be ready. Actually, I think I had to wake up at 3:30 and be ready by 4. Jimmy Hat was at my van at 4. Because he has to be there like an hour early and shit. They wanted him there at like 4:35. Because they want the rest of the PAs and shit there at 5:30 because they serve breakfast around 5:36, and they want everybody to be done 8 breakfasts and, you know, to the first location. They want to start shooting by at least 8 a.m. because, you know, the day goes fast. You know, you wouldn't think it does. You'd be like, why the fuck do you got to start so early? They have a lot of setting up and planning and doing and shit they got to do, and that shit takes a lot of time, you know, and then next thing you know, you're like, damn, it's already 8 o'clock. It's already 9 o'clock. You know, it's blah, blah, blah. The sun's beaming you in the fucking face. It's 2 in the afternoon all of a sudden. You're fucking, you know, it does go, you know. But at the nighttime and shit, that shit's when it starts dragging the fuck down, you know. All the excitement of the day, all the excitement's worn down, you know. When you first get on set, oh, fuck, a 2020 Porsche, you know, and this and that, oh, crafties and breakfast and lunch. And then after all that shit's done and it's just work and it's waiting for them to get done so you can see when they get done shooting and doing all that shit, we have to stay and take down all the shit we put up all day. So we still got another hour, 2 hours in the night, in the cold, in the dark of fucking working, you know, and then all the, you know, rich people and the talent and the fucking executive producer, all them people, they're gone. They're the fuck on out of there, you know, which, you know, I mean, that's the way it is. Hello, they've earned their little rank or whatever, so. But that's the only part that does suck. You know, every job comes with a little bit of shit with the sugar. Hello. But, other than that, I mean, hell yeah, this shit is so fun. But what I'm saying is like back to the 2 days being so opposite. Because the first day we were out in Malibu on the PCH, filming on the beach, up in these canyons and shit, you know. And then it wasn't really cold until the nighttime. You know, it didn't get cold until that night. You know how it is towards any beach or any ocean. It gets cold at night. Fucking wind kicks up. And then, but the second day, we went to Los Angeles National Forest. We went fucking 38 miles deep into them mountains, swerving, swirling, up, down, and around through tunnels to get to the fucking location spot. And it was fucking freezing up there, dude. Butt naked cold the whole fucking time. You needed a fucking coat or a hoodie or something, which most of them people knew. I didn't fucking know, you know, so I'm just up there fucking freezing balls. I got lucky that morning and grabbed a sweater on my way out my van. I looked at one, and I grabbed the wrong one, though. I grabbed one that's like, it's like a long john material, but it ain't really a long john material. It's from Champs, so it's thin. Then I grabbed it thinking beach shit from the day before. I was like, well, it won't get cold till later tonight. I'll grab this because it's thin. Fuck! We get on that mountain. And it's fucking we're up in the clouds. So it's not fog coming through. It's actual clouds coming through. There's moisture. There's wind. It's fucking cold. You know what I'm saying? There's tunnels. They're shooting through tunnels. That shit's windy. You know, the whole time it was fucking freezing. And the only kryptonite to this Superman is cold weather. Cold weather hurts my back. It hurts my knuckles. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I fucking don't like cold weather. And, but it was still cool as fuck being up on that mountain. Fucking seeing all the fucking shit, you know, and Porsches racing each other and hot chocolate and all the hot chocolate coffee you want, you know.
Have you allowed to say Porsche? Or
Fucking Big Kyle.
Sign an NDA saying like, oh, everything on the Porsche.
While I was on set, like I wasn't allowed to film. They put pictures on the cameras and all that bullshit. And while you're on set or whatever, they were all like anal about it. But
Were there people watching you? Like,
I mean, not now. I mean, yeah, they had dudes around them Porsches at all times, making sure you didn't take pictures of them. But that's all they wanted, pretty sure. They were more worried about us taking a picture of the 2020 Porsche and showing it on Instagram.
drawing it, like, I got memory.
Yeah, no, it's like I can talk about it now. I mean, it ain't like a secret. I didn't shoot the commercial, or it's not a movie trailer.
Yeah, I think you were telling me before they had that Mercedes with the crane on it.
Yeah, that's what I was telling it. 700 horsepower in that thing. That thing is fucking awesome. See, the last time I did this job with Jimmy, it was a Volkswagen commercial, and them people were way cooler. I was over there and with the boom mic people, and they were like, I was like, hey man, can I fucking put this on my Instagram and show people? They were like, yeah. So on my Instagram the last time, on the Volkswagen one, I was showing them like, look at them putting this fucking thing on this Volkswagen. The first night they had a Cadillac station wagon, like fucking tricked out. It had like this hood on it with vents, and they had like twin turbos on it. That thing was badass too. But I've noticed they use the little Mercedes SUV more now. I guess because it's smaller and shit. And but that thing's, it sounds just as badass as them Porsches does.
Yeah.
It's like whoa, yeah, that fucking thing's fast, man. And then these idiots, they the first night, at the end of the night, of course, the end of the night after we'd been there since 4:30 in the morning, they slide one of the Porsches into a ditch on the canyon. And like we had to go back up there and get these signs that I'd set up, and on the way we seen it like a tow truck and all this shit. And on the way past, you could see the Porsche. It was in like that. The back passenger side wheel and driver's side wheel were in the ditch, and the front driver's side wheel was way up in the air. And so it looked way worse than it was, but they got so lucky. Dude said it just kind of slid him off. He just went off the road and it just sat in the ditch. So it just had like little scratches down the back fender. And the rim had damage, so they just put a brand new rim and tire on it. They had some dude wake up in the middle of the night, drive to his personal shop in Malibu and open it in the middle of the night and fix the fucking paint and body. Made it look brand new. You never even knew. The next day, you could never tell they even fucked that Porsche up at all.
I know they didn't just drive that thing out of the ditch.
No, they were scared to. That was why they had a tow truck come up there with these big rubber things. They hooked these rubber things onto its clamp. And it fucking clamped the front of it and pulled it up out of the road and sat it down real easy, and then put it up on the tow truck and took it down the canyon. Yeah, because they didn't want to, like, if they'd have just went boom, it would have jumped and went boom. That front driver's side would have hit hard.
They would have to go further to Malibu to fix that.
Oh, it'd have broke, like, it'd have busted a shock or like a strut arm or like it'd have fucked something up if
They're taking it hard though. If that guy ends up in a ditch, like he's not no little punk. He's not just like. Hey,
No, they told them to, though. We have our walkie-talkies and we can hear. And I remember one of the last things I heard them. They were like, all right, on this next shot, go a little faster around the corner. And I was telling Jimmy Hatt, I was like, man, they shouldn't be going fast up there. That road ain't good. It's one of those roads. It's a canyon road in Malibu, and it's curvy and it's gnarly. They purposely don't pave it so people won't go up and down it and race up and down it.
What you guys did.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. It's like I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, they purposely don't pave this so because people don't want to fuck their cars up. If if it's a curvy ass road and the pavement's fucked up, that's more chance for you to spin out or catch your wheel weird. And so some roads they purposely won't pave them so people won't die. There's no guardrails up there.
Yeah, you easily go off the side.
Yeah, and there was a huge chunk of road missing off of the right passenger side. It came so far out of the road it took the white line. And when we were going up there to set them road signs up, I was like, damn, that's a bad spot right there. I pointed it out to the dude driving. I was like, damn, that's a bad spot right there. When they said they slid the Porsche off the road, I was like, I know exactly where it should happen. And when we were on our way up there, I was like, I bet you it's right around this corner, Jimmy. We came around the corner, boom, there they were.
You said it was rear wheel in the rear passenger in the ditch. Because that makes sense. It's like got the engine in the back. He probably went around that corner and the engine weight took him.
Yeah, when his wheel hit that big like chunk of road missing, with the engine all that shit, it just, like he said it felt like it just slid him, it just sat him in the ditch, doomp. And I was thinking, yeah, that's where the road was missing. William the Savage in the flesh, man. He said, "What's up, Holmes? Rolling Larry OG. If I was there, I would share. Guess what, cocksucker? I don't need you to share. I got my own little bit of care right here. Hello." This is that Fat Tim OG. You know what I'm saying?
The same one that was smelling like peaches and shit.
Smelling like a felon, yeah.
Something. God damn.
What's his name? It's weird. This weed smells different to everybody. It's because what's his name? The little new dude. Fuck. What's his name? Owen.
Yeah.
Owen walked in a while ago and was like, "Damn, dude, it smells like frosted mini wheats in
That's
here."
a really good impression of it too. It smells like frosted mini wheats. It smells like bubble gum.
I'm pretty good at doing like impressions, like first couple second impressions.
Yeah.
You know?
What's up, bro? Just doing laundry.
Yeah, I can't get out there and do it on the mic for a whole session, but if I'm telling you about somebody, I can nail them sometimes.
That's funny. Yeah, Owen, and then we got Willie Pango back. Man.
Oh, can y'all hear Kyle? Hold on. I didn't even think about that.
Oh shit! This whole time I've been talking about nothing.
There we go.
All right, so basically to bring you up to speed on we talked about a crane pulling something out and an engine sliding right back.
Fuck, I was totally slipping on that.
Good thing somebody said some shit.
They didn't. I just thought of it.
Oh.
But it's like, you know, that's part of me not having a fucking a fucking nerd over there. You know, I need a fucking
Need a nerd.
yeah, I need a
We
motherfucker.
got talent. We need a nerd.
Yeah. I need a fucker over there with a computer to look up all the bullshit I talk about. You know, so he can let me like talk about what I think it is, and then he can be like, "All right, do you want to hear what it really what really has happened?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, tell us the real thing." And then he can tell us, and I'll say, "Okay, well then here's my opinion on that."
Well, you're wrong. I don't care what Wikipedia says.
Yeah, okay, fuck them. This is the real, you know? And in a matter of seconds, he'd have been like, "Hey, Kyle, hold on, Kyle's mic ain't up." And then he'd have went over there and he'd turned your mic up. And you'd have heard all the,
Well,
it was very minimal.
I just chimed in and asked a question.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Kyle Henson on the motherfucking podcast, cocksuckers.
Next 30 minutes, 5 minutes are going to be about me.
This blunt ain't hitting good. That's a bummer.
That's because it's Tim's week.
That's a good point.
I'll take one hit. I'm doing sober October, but
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I don't think one.
Fucking pussy ass.
One hit's gonna.
Yeah. Oh, followers. Shouts out to all you followers out there doing that stupid shit. Be yourself.
If
You need a
anybody-
fucking excuse to go sober. Just because Joe Rogan and fucking all them pussies are going sober. Who cares? They're 40-year-old, they're 50-year-old
I knew
men.
that those dudes were doing it, but I didn't even think that it was them, like, that were starting it.
Like, I love, like, fans and people fucking with me and shit, but the way some of them, their followers, like, dick ride them dudes makes me sick, bro. Ugh, it's just like, get his dick out your mouth.
I heard about it from Doug
God.
Stanhope.
Oh,
I didn't even know
God.
that was part of it, but I was like, that was what kind of, and it rhymes. Now, if you know about anybody that should probably take a month off, you know, it's your boy. I'm also doing.
Yeah, for you, yeah, it's great. But just like the rest of these people, it's like, go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I started also doing that, the diet where you only eat like fat and protein. And in 5 days, lost 7 pounds. I didn't need to lose 7 because, you know, I only got the beer belly, but shit's going down. Easter doesn't need to lose any shit. Like
I've been eating weight gainer and shit. I can't fucking gain a pound, bro.
like the way.
No, at our gym they have all these different smoothies, and one of them's called Mass Gain. And I've been drinking that one I've been choosing that one instead of like the after workout or the they have another one I used to choose, meal replacement. Like on days I forget to eat my peanut butter and jelly, I'll eat meal replacement. But I was like, you know, what's up with that Mass Gain? And he was like, yeah, it's got weight gain in it, it's got this and that. And I was like, yeah, let me get that. This shit don't do nothing, man. I just would have to completely be a piece of shit. I would have to just not leave the house. And yeah, it's like I have to walk from my van to the gym every day, from the gym back to the van, from the van to Marty's. But you know, the amount of walking I do, I would have to eat $100 worth of food a day to actually gain weight, probably. You know, and that's just like meat and steak and shit. Like as much as people really do eat to gain, I can't afford that shit.
Well, and you save money on rent, but you're probably spending a lot more on food, just eating out and the shakes and all that. Like,
Well, the EBT saves me on that.
yeah, true.
But Yeah, them protein shakes. If I was to drink one every day of the week at the gym, that's 7 times 8. That's $48 a week.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. So I try not to do that every day now. It just becomes a habit sometimes. Oh, 56, whatever. 6 times 8 is 48.
That's where the nerd comes in.
6 times 8 is 48, yeah.
Yeah. And that's times that by 4.5. You're looking at like $230 a month. And fucking with that, you're spending way more on that. That's 10 times what you're spending like on the gym membership.
Yeah, it's 20. Yeah, exactly. That's stupid. So.
I would find out maybe what they have in the ingredients because they got those big tubs of whey.
Yeah, they just use them big tubs. That's all they do. All you're paying for, basically, is their scoop of ice cream, a banana they put in it, like a half a banana they put in it, and for them to make it.
Yeah.
Because the other shit is just out of them white tubs. I see what it is. I know what it is. Yeah.
Dude turns around and acts like it's all secret. Do you want? It's like the same shit too. He's like, "Can I get the?" He's already making it.
Right. 4-0 on fantasy football, cocksuckers. Yeah. Yeah, this was my last week's victim right here, matter of fact.
Week before last.
Was it?
Yeah.
Who did I beat last week? Finn? No, Cody Morley. I beat Cody. Yeah, Kamara got me 39. Matt Ryan got me 28. I benched Minnesota's D. They got -9, and I went with Green Bay, and they got me 21. Move of the week right there.
On defense, they got you 21?
Yeah, that was the move of the week. I didn't do too good of a move this week on defense. I went with New England's D because I thought that, Thursday night football at home, Andrew Luck, they were going to fuck Luck, And they started out fucking Luck, Started out with 13 in the first half, and then they got so ahead, they just stopped giving a fuck. They gave up a touchdown at the end of the game type shit. All that shit combined, yardage gained, and fucking here you can have these touchdowns. They ended up only getting me 4 fucking points. I was so pissed off, but I rolled the dice and threw Jeff Gordon in there because they keep talking about Devontae Adams might not play.
The fourth quarter?
And he got me 11. He hadn't done shit the whole game. I was sitting there complaining about him. And right when I got through complaining about him, Brady launched that fucking 30-something yarder to him. He caught that shit in between 2 people in the end zone. I was like, yeah!
I was watching the same game on the inside, and I was maybe 6 seconds ahead or something like that. So I stand up, I go to run outside, and I'm about to show you, and you're already watching the game, and you go,
run around the smoke pad and shit. People inside were like, what's going on out there? Yeah, motherfucker. Josh Gordon back in your ass, the Flash.
Young Cody Morley and I were both 0-4. Impossible, just at some point, you can't have 2 teams be 0-5 playing each other,
Right.
So 0-4 playing each other, and guess who's 0-5 right now? Cody Morley.
Oh yeah. Fucking, I'm going against Aligney this week. Team, go buck yourself. He's a Bucks fan, and he got lucky. He got He got 16 points. He had Sony Michel in last night.
Yeah.
So.
And you played 2 players.
And I got 2 players in, and they only got me 15. So it's 16-15. The projection isn't looking good. He's projected to win by a point. But that can change. He could have a player throw up a goose egg.
Yeah.
You know?
You'd get injured in the first quarter.
Or fuck around, yeah. And his defense fucking, get a -9, like Minnesota's did on my bench the other day.
That's when you
Which I dropped. Yeah, I dropped them completely. Yeah, fuck them. They're not the D that they think they. Jacksonville is the D that people thought Minnesota was going to be.
Yeah. Well, also with the cold, once it starts getting cold, Minnesota might be good at home games because, the low-scoring games.
Well, they play in a dome.
Oh, well, never mind. It's air control.
They play in a dome, so.
You watching the fight tonight?
I was going to bring that up. It's McGregor versus Khabib, and I don't know shit about it. I don't know shit about kebab.
He from what I've been told, and minimal amount that I've watched, he is way bigger for his weight on the ground. So when he goes to smack down on people and ground and pound and stuff, he's got much more weight to him. It looks like
Right.
a lot of the other people. So
But Connor's faster and striker, and yeah, he'll get him then. Connor, I've seen Connor. He's like a fucking snake. He's like a cobra in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that shit. That's how I am. What? And then get the fuck away. Ain't no reason. You hit a motherfucker, jump back unless you got another shot. Pop, pop, pop. If you only got one, pow, he gets his defense back. Jump back. If you a thin motherfucker, why are you staying close so they can grab you? I don't let fuckers grab me. Fuck that. I'll do a cartwheel before you grab me.
You know what he snatched when Brad Pitt was like, he did the step away and fucking did that, knocked the
Yeah.
guy out? That's kind of like what McGregor does. It's just like, he'll hit you as he's falling away and it still makes like big contact.
Yeah, that's what you want to. You want to always be out of reach. You know.
Now I'm excited. I mean, I looked at the.
Are we gonna be able to steal the show?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Free fight.
Free. Parties, if you guys want to come down, just
Paper what? $5. Hell yeah. What else was I talking about? Oh, did you see the Banksy shit?
About somebody shredding it or something?
No, he did. Dude, this is dope shit. I've always thought this dude was just like overrated. I've always thought he was just like like oversold, whoopty shit. This dude.
Mysterious.
Yeah, he keeps a hoodie on and paints little fucking dumb rats. It looked like shit he would carve out of a piece of paper and spray, like stencil shit, right? I was like, whoopty. I never was impressed, put it that way. But this is fucking dope. Even when I first heard it, I was like you. I was like, oh, whoopty, someone shredded his painting. Dude, he posted an Instagram video of how he made that frame himself, knowing, like, eventually these fuckers are going to try to auction off my shit without me wanting them to.
Right.
And he was like, and the day they do, I'll be ready for it. Type shit, dude. It's like some James Bond shit. So he fucking built this frame. He painted that picture of the girl holding the single red balloon. So it's called The Girl with the Balloon. Right. And he knew that they would love it, blah, blah, blah. So when he put it in the frame, he built a fucking little mini shredder in the bottom of the frame, bro, that they didn't know about. And so fucking, and he had somebody there at that auction. And the second that shit sold and the dude goes, sold, everybody hears a beep, beep, beep. And they turned and looked at the painting and that motherfucker started falling through the bottom. And shredded itself. Like, yeah, bitch, you gonna auction off my shit. I've told you a million times. That ain't how I get down.
It's not for sale.
It's yeah, and he was like, that shit is dope, bro. That's like some movie shit, you know.
James Bond type shit.
But then like, thank God, like 5 minutes before it was time to start this shit, I was while I was like clearing all the shit out of my phone. The articles reset. And I was like, what's that say? I clicked it. Now they're like, plan backfired. Painting's worth more than ever now and shit. Because it's only like halfway shredded. Like they got the shit. It's like, ah! And so now it's like, they're going to take that shit out and reframe it probably. And
it's the shredded one?
It's the fucking, and it's got a badass story behind it. Like that shit's going to sell for no telling what now, bro. It's just like, God. He hates fucking people.
Well, whoever sold it was like, no, or whoever bought it was like, no, and then he realized like, oh wait, yeah,
now I can resell 20 times its worth.
Yeah, and now he's got a whole story with it, Instagram, the full deal. It's dope. Yeah, I remember like 5-10 years ago, there was a coffee table book with all of this stuff in it. And,
Yeah.
It's kind of badass, and he's got stories about him running from police and like Belgium and all sorts of random places.
Well, there's like a fucking Netflix special about it. I remember when I was roommates with this kid, Daniel. I come downstairs one day and he was like, he had this fat blunt rolled. He was like, hey man, you want to fucking watch this thing with me on Netflix and smoke this blunt? And I just wanted to smoke the blunt. So I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, what is it? And he was like, it's Banksy, bro. Fucking he's a fucking... Da-da. I was like, what the fuck is Banksy, And he got to telling me about it, and I watched the thing. It's called like Beyond the Coffee Shop or in the back, some weird shit. And I don't know, it just wasn't... I was just like, whoop-de-fuck. Yeah. The other graffiti I see is way tighter than his shit. Where they'll like find a tree behind a wall and draw a fucking dude's face and it look like his afro, the tree's his afro. Shit like that's way tighter than Banksy.
And they turn that shit upside down and it's a whole new picture.
Yeah, all that shit's way doper.
Yeah. You heard about the guy...
This pussy ass blunt ain't hitting worth the fuck. I want to throw this motherfucker through a wall.
It's supposed to get better halfway through,
I know.
Open up a little bit.
Fucking bullshit.
There was a guy that did a mural for Facebook, and instead of taking like $60,000 or something like that, Facebook gave him stock option. And he couldn't have took the 60. He said he really needed it, but then kept the stock, and then when Facebook went public, he got like $200 million or something stupid.
Damn.
Yeah. And then they had him do a second hero, and made like another, whatever.
You know, that's like the story behind Chris Tucker in the Friday movies.
Right.
That's why he's salty and won't do another one, is because Ice Cube told him back in the day, you can take this $20,000 check or you can get royalties if this shit blow up. And he was like, this shit ain't gonna blow up, man. I need the 20,000. You know what I'm saying? And he took that 20 G's, and everybody else is like, pretty please, what?
Yeah. Well, now he's got his money now.
He's got his money now, but it's shitty that he's salty about that shit. That's stupid. It's like, that was your choice, homeboy. Yeah. For the fans, like, there's shit I don't like to do. I don't like putting up with some of these pussy ass comics. I don't like this stupid shitty city, but I do it because I know now people fuck with me.
Right.
You know, I don't like doing the Pear Smoke every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every fucking day of my life, every fucking week of my life.
4:20 p.m. Pacific time.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I do it because these people like it and they love it. And, Yeah. Some days I'll be in a shitty mood until I do my Pear Smoke. So it helps. So, bang, 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 motherfuckers. So that, I can't remember what the fuck I was saying. Oh, yeah.
And then Chris Tucker getting screwed over.
Chris Tucker. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just got to do shit because the people, the fan base that you built, you can't just leave them hanging like that. What's one more movie going to do? You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
I know he did other stuff before that, but Rush Hour is really where he got that news. Jackie Chan.
Yeah, because he was like co-star. And that was major money. That was major. That's like shout outs to the boy Damon Wayans Jr. Known this guy a long time now, and now he's on what, CBS or ABC? He's on one of them 3-letter stations.
His own show.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's like Cedric was talking about, because he's on the same station. He was like, it's the first time a black show's been on one of them stations since like, it was some other little show that didn't make it really. Had like 1 or 2 seasons.
We saw his dad here a couple weeks ago with him.
Yeah.
I heard his dad I saw a commercial for his dad getting a show too.
Yeah, his dad's not going to re-sign with Lethal Weapon.
Wasn't that it?
No, his dad's on Lethal Weapon, but
Lethal Weapon.
he's not going to. I think he just tweeted the other day. Marty told me when I came in, he was like, Damon Sr.'s not going to. He's not going to re-sign for another season.
He doesn't have to, But
That show's had its problems from the beginning because they had to fire the one dude because he was a dick to everybody and no one wanted to work with him. Yeah, his first co-star, they fired him, and now it's Sean William Scott, Stifler.
well, yeah, and he shouldn't be working with that guy. They're not the same.
But and so now maybe Damon didn't like Stifler, or Sean William Scott. Maybe they don't mesh or something. But he was just like, I think he said like the days were too long or something like that, and he's just not doing it.
Yeah.
He's been part of TV. He was part of a TV for a long time. He'd probably burn out on it.
Probably wants to go just hang out with families. Like you and I would be like, we get a trailer and Crafty.
And and to get to sit back and watch his son do his thing, and that's probably more about what it's about nowadays. Damon Jr. is doing what he's meant to do. Shit.
I remember when I met Senior when he was here at Marty's a couple weeks ago. I was like, hello, Mr. Williams. Hi. And he shook my hand. And he was like, hey, how are you doing? He's like, Damon. I was like, hi, I'm Kyle. He goes, yeah, you told me that before. Because that's your middle name. He's like, yeah, again, you said that before. And I was like, and then Marty called me up. I'm like, Marty, I'm sorry. Get off. I left, and I was like, I can't find He was like more of a dad to me than like my own dad. Like, growing up and watching him on TV and shit, and how they dealt with the kids and the lessons that they learned and shit. And so that was, the first time I ever met him, I was amazed. Like, I don't get starstruck really, especially with comedians, but seeing him was like, whoa,
yeah, me too. Yeah, I was nervous on stage in front of him again. It was cool. It was cool to feel that again.
Get that nervous.
Yeah. But I shook it off as soon as I seen him laughing. I was like, damn, he's laughing like a motherfucker, dog. This is great. He was laughing like normal people laugh at me, and I could tell it wasn't no fake shit, none of that shit,
A golf clap.
Him and Seth elbowing each other and shit. I was like, fuck, I wanted to fucking fist pump so many times while I was out there.
Damn, Seth got hella swole. Like,
I know, that was the first thing I said. That's what got his attention, because Seth came in and was like, what's up, Easter? I was like, what's up, dog? You getting small, ain't you? And David and Senior was like, I was already like, yeah, made him laugh. You know, I was already checking that in the book. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I was going to get to perform for him yet. I was already like, made him laugh. You know, I was already dusting off my shoulder, yeah.
Like we've met a lot of people. I know you don't. I don't really like taking pictures with people. You know, I even though I do want to, and I do want to post it. And I still for whatever reason don't. And then I saw you had a picture with him. I was like, that sounds scary.
I was this close to not doing it.
Oh.
I looked at Junior, and I was like, think I should can I ask him for a picture? He was like, yeah, man, he liked you, dog. He was like, he liked your shit. And I was like, all right, cool. I ran down there real quick, you know. Him saying, yeah, man, he liked your shit. I was like, that made me feel better. Yeah, I know. That's the thing about the weigh-ins, man. I can't talk, not talk about them enough, it seems like, you know. They're fucking awesome.
Every time they'll take the moment and it's like.
They're humble.
Yeah.
They give you the humbleness. They give you, man. They know what we're doing. They know what we're going through. You know, they've been through it. That's the thing about them too. That's special, is they seem to not have forgotten what it's like, and what we're doing and what we're going through. Right. You know, you can tell the way Damon treats people. You know, it's not with no douchebagness. He don't talk down. He don't look down on motherfuckers. He laughs. He just laughs shit off. You know, if he thinks something's wild, he's just like, and then he walks away. You know, like. You know,
I don't think there's a better comedy family.
I don't think there's a deeper Hollywood family. I've said this a bunch. Like, even at movies, all that shit. You can try and name as many families as you want, but there's only 2 or 3 of them. At 4 at the most, maybe. Like
that even you could mention in the same.
Yeah, and it's like the Baldwins, right? There's what, 2 or 3 of them, maybe. The Arquettes, 2 or 3 of them at the most. There you go. But when you talk about weigh-ins, dog, that shit goes so deep. You go back to Damon and Keenan and In Living Color. They started it. Kim was a big part of it, you know. And then you go to Marlon and Sean with the Wayans Brothers show. I used to love that shit. And then now you got Junior kicking ass. Marlon still doing shit, you know. Shantae holding it down in the comedy world, you know. And then even the siblings of the siblings, you know. Sean brought his young boy in here not too long ago. Keenan Jr. comes in here with his girlfriend all the time. They sit right there in those 2 chairs, and he gets up here and does his thing, you know? And it's just like, it's crazy, you know, how deep they are. They're all talented, and they're all humble. That's why shit's gonna, you know, that's why good things happen to them.
You would like expect them to be so talented that they'd be like,
fuck you, I'm away. You bitch, you know who I am? Yeah. Do you know my last name, motherfucker? It starts with a W, which also winning starts with. So weigh-ins are winning, you know, like they could be so cocky, you know.
Friends and family at the store, motherfuckers won't even talk to you, you know?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, let some little petty fucking open micer have a smidgen of fame these guys have out here, and oh god, they're the shit all of a sudden. Yeah. Though it's the same way they act if, like, a girl walks in here. I hate when a female walks into Marty's and onto that smoke pad. Every one of them motherfuckers start acting brand new. Oh, they start changing. All of a sudden, they start dropping credits, naming credits out in the air and shit. When do you ever talk like this?
What do they call it?
Pandering?
No, when people are just like Mitch Hedberg, when they just say like they're the type of comics who say like, you know,
deadpan.
Yeah, deadpan.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden the physical comedians and doing it.
Oh, dude, now they're fucking they're you know, they run a show somewhere. What show do you run? You're here every night. What are you talking about? You know, I know so and so, and I can do that. They can do shit for this chick. All of a sudden, I'm like, you can't do nothing. You come here to brush your teeth, motherfucker.
Easter's like, hey, I saw a Porsche commercial the other day. He's like, I own a Porsche. You're like,
I used to own a Porsche. 5 years ago, I had 2 Porsches, right? And the funniest thing is, like, what? I met Lady Gaga in New York, and she wanted to buy them, so I sold them to her. Tim.
It probably was. I mean,
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it was her, like, back when she was a music open micer. it was like a comedy / music mic. I was just like,
She was just regular dog.
she was just lady then. She was just.
You could have picked anybody. You could have been like, the girl who played the picture. Okay, maybe. But
Right. Come on.
fucking Oprah too.
Yeah. I grew up in Atlanta, so I had a threesome with TLC one night. It was during the Freaknik years. I was aiming for that left eye, boy. Hello. She had it covered, so I could only hit her in the right. Yeah. Fuck yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I hate that shit. Or if a camera comes in this place, if anybody with like any type of camera or any type of, they act like they're of any of importance. These comics, boy, they turn a page. Let me show you who I pretend to be. Hi, I have a show. I have this and I have that.
You know what I got like extra chippery was when Gallagher came around.
Oh yeah, goddamn. Which, by the way, didn't even come in Marty's.
Oh, he didn't even step
It's the very opposite of how the weigh-ins are. He comes up to the place and goes, "How many people are in there?" And when they told him, he goes, "I'm not gonna go in. I'm just gonna do my interview out here." And Marty was telling me that shit, and I was just like, "What?" And even Marty was like, "Yeah." Like Marty don't like that shit either. So. That was just all his little coronis comes in, his little flunkies come in here. They fucking sing, some dude with a guitar. God bless America and all the soldiers in the USA. Just a pandering ass song. Yes, horrible. Reminded me of this fucking meth head that used to stay in the back room. As soon as I met the dude, I couldn't stand him. He reminded me of that piece of shit. And then as soon as he got on stage and was like, "I just want to let y'all know I'm a 4-time guitar master." What does that even mean? Guitar master. People don't say shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a guitar master. What are you, the karate man of guitars? And then it just was like this pandering ass, generic ass song to the soldiers. That was his first story. He was like, "Yeah, man, Gallagher, he likes America and he likes the soldiers. So I get up there, I sing about America. I sing about the soldiers. Look at this."
Video playback. Just try to restart the screen.
Unbelievable. YouTube just shut me down.
You're unbelievable.
Oh! Fucking A, YouTube, But yeah, dude just, I couldn't stand him. And the thing, he was one of those dudes like, they wasn't even supposed to be on stage until like 8 o'clock that night. He comes in 5 o'clock. As soon as the doors open, he's bringing in big ass speakers and setting them everywhere and moving shit around, just putting all his little fucking bullshit music shit up everywhere. And it's just like, I can't stand that shit. Got right on stage, started singing it, practicing his little shitty song,
We were outside like
trying not to fucking get involved, And then, all these dudes are waiting for Gallagher. Like I said, y'all have heard me talk about it a million times. I'm not a fucking comedy nerd. I didn't grow up worshiping this shit. I just happen to be a funny motherfucker. So I didn't give a shit that Gallagher was here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't give a shit if he smashed a piece of fruit or not. Hello? I just wanted, to see what they were up to and it get done and get the fuck on, So Marty's goes back to being the same. But yeah, it just seemed shitty to me that he stood outside because there wasn't enough people in here.
Yeah, I didn't know that until, recently that was the case. I just was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, because Kyle still had fun. Tell him about your night.
Oh shit, we went out to, so we were talking, they were filming a documentary about, I believe his son playing the sitar, which is kind of like a guitar from Egypt or Middle East, Indian. And afterwards, they asked a bunch of questions and videotaped us. He looks me in the face, he's like, "You want to go get food?" And I knew that they were like all going together, and I was like, I looked around. He's like, "Yeah, come on, let's go." So I like went and grabbed my coat and my phone charger, and we went over to El Compadres. And then they didn't have enough people. We had like 20 people with us. And they didn't have enough
seating.
We went to this Aroma Cafe, or Sunset Aroma.
I know Aroma's real fancy and dope, but El Compadre is fucking, it's good ass Mexican food. It's like, yeah, they got them good ass the wet burritos. They pour that shit on it. Oh man, And that's a legendary spot. That's where, for all you Joey fans, that's where he tells a story about where he would go in there and give the sriracha dude with the guitar, he'd give him $20. He would fucking, he'd play over to your table and be like, boop, and drop a 20 rock on your table. That's the story where, that's that restaurant that could supposedly happen. You know what I'm saying?
But it turned into a dope night. He ended up copping the bill. You could order whatever you want. You know, I had some drinks. I ordered a whole pizza. The pizza got passed around, and you know, a whole bunch of finger foods and shit. It was just cool to kind of shoot the shit with somebody that before I even thought I could ever be a comedian, was looking up to.
Yeah.
As far as.
And he was cool to you, right?
Oh yeah. In person, dude is super in your face. Like, you know, he told the guy that's sitting next to me to scoot over so he could talk to me for a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
So he wasn't, you know, bougie to me, you know, so all intents and purposes, cool.
Because he wanted something out of you.
Yeah. And since then,
Ding! Not afraid to say it.
and then since then, we've been, you know, talking about doing voiceover work for this.
There it is. He wanted him for voiceover.
He was like, you can do voices? I was like, yes, I can do voices.
Right?
So it's cool.
That is dope, man. I mean, you know,
Story.
yeah, that's cool. I mean, other than that, just reminded me, like, I keep thinking of El Compadre. My birthday, we celebrated my birthday there the first year. Yeah, the first year I was in town, and this little chick that used to do comedy, the little blonde girl, little cute, she was pretty. What was her fucking name? Little pretty face bitch. Shouts out to you, wherever you right? Wherever you are and whatever your name was. She bought the fucking food. She bought my food that night. She was like, Easter, no. She like grabbed my ticket and she was like, it's your birthday and I'm paying. And I was like, nah, you ain't got to do that. She's like, totally. And I
showed up right at the end. I tried to make it.
Dude, it was a fun it was a great experience. Like, because they put us out in the back patio and we were kind of like outside with the Mexican lights and the theme and the fucking music. Dun, 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 you know? And it's so good. It's like East Coast style Mexican food that I grew up with. It's like Mexican restaurant food that I grew up eating, you know? Because out here, when you get food from them taco trucks and places, it's different than like East Coast shit. It's just all meaty. They're big. They're dry. They don't ever pour shit on them, you know? It's like, it's just real different, you know? But
sour cream inside.
there's like no chips and salt. Like El Compadres is one of them places you go in, sit down, they bring you the chips and salsa and set it down on your table.
Before you ever even order drinks.
Bam. Yeah, and there's places like in Vegas, even in Cali, that you'll go and sit, and they don't do that. And it's like, yo, what's up with the chips and salsa? Oh, you want chips and salsa?
And then it's like $8.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't want to pay for it, motherfucker. Where's my one per person is what you're supposed to get, you know?
What? It's like 30 cents a piece and like
Come on.
40 cents.
They get them by the bag, you know? I know. I used to do tile in the back of them restaurants. I see it. So
The guy that used to take the food,
the only thing that's supposed to be extra is if you order cheese dip with the chips and salsa that they bring you. If you're like, hey, can I get the melted white cheese dip? And out in Vegas, they didn't even have that. If you wanted like cheese for your nachos, they would put fucking shredded cheese on them and microwave them in a microwave. I was like, what the fuck is this? I could have done this at home. I'm not Will Ferrell and fucking Step Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Remember he used to make his fucking cheese nachos. God, man. So yeah, El Compadres. That was a great night, dude. That was cool. That made me remember that she paid for the food. I never got to fuck her. I thought, you know, I'm like, yo, yeah, right? Like she misled me on that one. Hello.
I think I know what you're talking about too.
She was cute in the face. She had no ass. That was her. I think that's her thing. Like that's what, you know, why she's single and stuff like that. Other than her being a comic and probably nuts.
Having a lot of issues.
Yes, is the fact that she was really a white girl in the back.
It's so weird
Flat backed.
It's so weird how many people that we meet that you're like, oh shit, whatever happened to that person? Like Marty's Wall is like a graveyard of people who no longer do comedy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, that person.
That's why I try not to get that. I try to not get that edge out because I don't know who's on that wall and what they're doing right now. And this dude has a podcast. He puts my picture up. Fuck you, you know. Yeah. But yeah, it is.
Who don't know, right over here is a lot of pictures all the way around this whole place. Marty's got pictures of not everybody.
You know that if you try to put those titties on your Instagram stories, they won't let it go. They'll pull it.
Wait, instantly, like, it's got an algorithm that knows?
Yeah, like I did that one time. I was like, I put it on the tits and was like, tits on the wall or some shit. And then when I went back to check it, it was like, this has been removed for explicit material or some shit.
Funny. It's got, facial recognition. It's got shitty recognition.
Nipple recognition. These are May Victorias.
She was in trouble somewhere.
You know what's fucked up about her is that I had already blocked her on Facebook before I moved to LA and knew she was like a comic out here. Just being in Vegas and being a comic. When I first started, when you first start as a comic, you start, accepting and looking through Facebook, trying to reach out and connect. My thing was, when I first started, I'd look through and say, if I got over 100 friends in common, I'll send that comic a friend request because then it don't seem weird, And so she was one. I had like over 100 friends. I'd send her a request. She accepted. And then she would just post wild shit, and then it would have 100 and something comments. Like, people would just go at her. She had nothing to do. She was one of the people that had nothing better to do but just argue with you all day online, And I was just like, I couldn't stand always getting them notifications. I'd wake up and see like something, all that Facebook activity. I'd be like, fuck yeah, boy, I'm popular, right? I'd touch it, it'd just be all this bitch running her mouth,
And put out there just because she had titties and
Oh, and she'd get on stage with her fucking shirt off, of course. I mean, people like that, they make it hard on other people.
Yeah.
It's
like, hey, if you're not going to be funny, don't do it.
Stop. Yeah, don't use your titties.
You know what that's like? Like nitrous oxide in a scooter. You're just trying too hard.
Right? They were nice,
No, the tits were big.
Yeah.
I found out, while she was here, that she did porn. And I was just like, who watches her?
That's what I tell, like, when new people come in and they always find that picture and I watch their head stop.
Yeah.
Right?
Titties are very
And so I go, that is May Victoria. You can look her up online. She started out in porn, then she downgraded to comedy. That's how I always explain that picture,
Then she really started getting.
I'm like, and then she just went back to home. She went back home, Bum, bum, bow.
She would be like hella weird. Like if you wore cologne or like certain deodorant or if you had smoked weed in the past 3 weeks, like she was like, and like.
Marty said that if you smelled like beer, she would like attack you and want to fuck you right there. That's how she was. Yeah.
But she hated any kind of fragrances or like soaps and shit. Like.
Oh, I bet her pussy was funky. I can't stand when bitches be all this new generation shit where it's like, oh, I don't use soaps and stuff. It's got this and that. It's like, well, now your pussy got funk, bitch. I don't care how many lemons you squeeze down there, bitch. That shit ain't working.
Using foot powder.
Right? Yeah, you need real soap and water. It's been around forever. It works. Bitch, get out of here.
I need alkaline water.
I get in a bath with berries and honey. Bitch, you're sticky and gross is what you are. You know what I'm saying? That's why your shit's stained looking. You got berry stains on your skin. You need soap to get that off.
Blueberries.
Yeah, you got blueberry stains on your skin, bitch. Guess what'll get rid of that? Some soap. I don't care if you...
Hoping and soaping.
Yeah, soaping and hoping, bitch. I don't care if you use dishwashing liquid. Get your ass in a bathtub with some suds, okay? Before you come and sit in my bed, you know what I'm saying? Leaving streaks on the bed because you don't want to use soap, bitch. I gotta get out. And she gets out of the bed and you're like, what is that?
It gets lighter towards the end.
She's like, oh, I'm not itchy down there no more. Your ass been itchy because you don't use soap. Using fucking ground flower petals and water spray. That shit ain't doing nothing. Yeah, you got bees flying around your legs when we outside, bitch. You got an army of insects chasing you around, and you wonder what the fuck's going on. Nature loves me. Yeah, it does. It loves blueberry splooge and honey fucking, ugh. Yeah, you can get in the van. There ain't no bugs in here. You got an army of bugs behind you, bitch. This bitch. Imagine what they hair smell like,
You're saying that other day the police came by and knocked on your
Oh yeah, man, these pussy ass people. So I had to move. You know, I've been on this same spot, been on the same street for like 6 months probably, and I park in the very last spot, not in front of no one's house. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I was pretty sure this neighborhood was cool. The old couple that live, you know, close to my van, they wave. I wave to them, say good morning, blah blah blah. You know, and so I figured, all right, well, I knew I had to do that production shit at 4 a.m. Tuesday, and I wouldn't be there in the middle of the day from 12 to 3 to move my van. So that Monday night, I moved it over to the Monday side. But it was down the street. Same street, just down the street, different side of the road. These motherfuckers immediately called the cops on me. First fucking day. I get back from doing that shit Tuesday night, like fucking late as fuck, tired as fuck. Fucking just laid down on the bed, and cops. Boom, 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 boom. LAPD, anybody in there? LAPD, anybody in there? But luckily, there's like this old German dude that comes through. He rents motorhomes on the side of the road out to people. Like, he'll just park them places and rent them out for $500 a month. And he was telling me, he was like, I tell all my residents, if they knock on the fucking door, don't answer. Just act like you're not in there. Get quiet. They're not allowed to come in. They can't tow you. None of that shit. He goes, you know why I know? They fucked up and told me. I was like, this old man, he's funny. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, I went to the police department and asked her. I said, hey, if someone's in a camper and I'm knocking on their door, he goes, if I call the cops on someone in a camper and they're knocking on the door, he goes, y'all can't go in there and get them? And she was like, no, sir, we're not allowed to just go in there. And he was like, okay. And he said he just turned around and walked out.
acted like he was concerned.
And that shit really worked. I just laid on my bed, and they just kept knocking. Boom, they left. So I figured, all right, no big deal. So I come to Marty's, you know, that night, blah, 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 go back. Fucking the other night, and I had it in my mind. I was like, all right, I'm going to smoke this one bong while I watch The Flash, one episode of The Flash, and I'm going to go to bed. Just did it. Just had seen Flash, turned this shit off, turned my speaker off that goes real loud. They'd have definitely heard that thing. And fucking right as I laid down. LAPD, anybody in there? Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? So this time I'm laying down, and they're shining their lights. Like, they stayed out there for 5 minutes this time. Even the dude was like, I think I see him in there with his shirt off. And then I hear the other guy go, well, he's not answering, so we can't go in there. And then he was like, all right, well, and then you could hear the little radio. So they must have got another call, and they left. But I'm like, I'm like, fuck these pieces of shit. And then it's like, they don't know. I already got the world's best life for these fucks. You know, if they ask me, what are you doing? I'm going to be like, well, actually, it's none of your business. But if you must, though, I pay my buddy on Orange $300 a month to sleep on his shitty couch. I don't have a place for my clothes. I don't have a TV. And when he's in there with his girlfriend, I come and hang out in my van because I got everything I need in here. So what's the big deal? You know, as soon as he texts me and says it's cool, I'll go back. Until then, you and whoever called the cops on me can politely fuck off.
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, are you not allowed to be in your vehicle?
That's what I'm going to ask him. I'm going to just hit him with a stupid question. I'm going to be like, why? I'm not allowed to be in my van, sir? The parking sign says I don't have to actually move until such and such date. Like, I'm going to just be as nice of a prick as I can to him the whole time.
You know what it's kind of like? Have you ever seen people that want to fuck with somebody just because they're sleeping? Like, just because
It's just the people. It's them.
Want to fucking fuck with somebody.
It's the people who live there. It's, oh, God, he's in my parking spot. Right. Parking's such a fucking hell. But they'll let them bums that, you know, there was like, the thing that pisses me off is they're knocking on my van while there's fucking bums one street over and like not even intent right now. He's just got a fucking wrap from the gate, like the fence at Jim Henson, around a tree over to the other fence, and he just sits in the middle of it with all his shit in the middle of him, and he just screams out shit, and randomly. And all I'm doing is staying normal in my nice van to myself. Yeah. But Nutbag can sit up there in his cuckoo fucking nest of trash. You know? Fuck, we're running out of time. All right. The rant will continue next week. Same place, same time, same white boy busting badass rhymes. Give it up for Kyle Henson. If you want to take a tour, he's your whore. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, Easter Army, thanks for blazing in and shooting at motherfuckers with us. See y'all next week. I love y'all.